Hello and welcome to AirgunWeb.com, your home for honest, real-world airgun reviews and information where we bring you the facts, not fluff. Now, it's been a long time coming, but we're finally ready to review the SIG MCX and MPX CO2 rifles. Are they worth the wait? Keep watching and find out. The MCX and MPX rifles from SIG are very similar, and they're designed to mimic their actual firearm counterparts in dimension, weight, and feel. Having had the opportunity to fire the real deal at SIG's range day, I can tell you firsthand they've done a really good job with this. Now, these replicas are mostly all metal and feel exceptionally well made. There are some plastic and composite components on each rifle, but it's done so well, none of it seems out of place. Now, each rifle is available with various sighting options. My MCX shipped with a red dot sight, as well as optional fixed sights. My MPX came with flip-up fixed sights. There's also a scoped option for the MCX, which I tried at range day. It's a 1:4 by 24 mil-dot scope that's very well suited for the MCX. Now, these models are driven by CO2. To be specific, a disposable 88-gram CO2 cartridge located in the stock of the rifle. A single cartridge delivers several full 30-round magazines worth of fun. Actual shot count is going to vary based on how quickly you shoot and your ambient temperatures. Now, operation is very straightforward. Each rifle ships with a belt-fed 30-round magazine, and proper loading is essential for smooth operation. Let me show you how this works. The first thing you want to do is go ahead and remove the belt from the magazine. As you see, it pops out just like that. And just so you know, I've shot a lot of different pellets through this, and what I've found to work really the best are SIG's Ballistic Alloy Premium Match Pellets. These things work really well, haven't had any feeding issues whatsoever. They're expensive, but I think they're worth it. Now we're going to go ahead and get all of these flush in the belt. Now, we're not quite done because SIG includes this little pellet seater tool. Now, this is very important because once you have them flush in the belt, you need to go through and properly seat them so that your rifle operates smoothly. Once you've got them all loaded up and you've properly seated them to the correct depth, very, very important. Remember, you got to do that. Go ahead and load it back into your magazine. Just like that. Now we need to load the CO2. CO2 is stored here in the back of the rifle. It's going to be the exact same for both models. So what we're going to do is I've got my 88-gram CO2 cartridge here. I'm going to add a drop of Crosman Pelgun oil, or some sort of silicone lubricant will work fine too. We're going to make sure we keep this properly lubricated. Go ahead and just feed it in. That's it. So now that you're ready to go ahead and send some pellets downrange, the first thing you want to do is make sure that our safety's on. Go ahead and load in our magazine here. Make sure it's properly fed into the mag well and it's secure. Charge it like you would your normal AR. There we go. Aim it at your intended target, release the safety. Just like that. Remember, this is semi-auto, so every time you pull the trigger, you got a pellet coming out the barrel. Now, as you first start shooting the SIG rifles, you may think the trigger's a little bit clunky, but do realize there's a lot of mechanics going on in there every time you pull the trigger, and I really think they've done a very good job to actually have it feel pretty good. Let's talk a little bit about performance and accuracy. Now on paper, the MCX is said to reach up to 750 feet per second with SIG's special lead-free ammo. Unfortunately, our test rifle did fall short of that. It topped out at about 650 with a fresh CO2 cartridge. Now that number is going to vary based on use. Now you got to remember that CO2 is temperature dependent and will become less effective the more rapidly you fire and in cold weather. Now, firing too quickly can actually lead to a frozen valve, and that could dump most of your CO2. So watch out for that urge to just rapid fire through the whole mag. Stick to 2 or 3, maybe 4 quick shots, and then give the rifle a rest, and you start over. Now the MPX has the same shortcoming when it comes to velocity. On paper, it's supposed to reach up to 600 feet per second. Our test model started right at 525 feet per second with a fresh CO2, and again, that is going to vary based on usage. Accuracy, however, does not fall short. Whether shooting paper or targets, both the MCX and MPX will not disappoint. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at our final summary. It was a very long wait for these new SIG rifles. Now personally, I would rather wait and receive something that works than get something in that was done in a hurry only to be inundated with problems. In my opinion, I think they were well worth the wait. About the only area where these rifles seem to fall short, it's going to be at that velocity level. Even with SIG's own lead-free match pellets, they just didn't get close to that stated velocity. Now I think it's important to emphasize that these were created as training aids and tools for firearm instruction, as well as general target practice and fun. These were not designed for hunting or pest control in any way. They are for punching paper and other various targets, and in this capacity, I found that both the MCX and MPX perform very, very well. I don't know of another semi-auto CO2 pellet rifle that can match their out-of-the-box build quality and accuracy on target. I'd like to take a moment to thank SIG Sauer for providing our review products and all the supplies, and of course PyramydAir for sponsoring AirgunWeb in these videos. Please be sure to take a look at the video description for more information and links to the products used in this video. And when you're ready to make your next purchase, make it over at PyramydAir and let them know that Rick sent you their way. When you're looking for honest, real-world airgun reviews, think AirgunWeb, where we tell you the facts, not fluff. I'm Rick Utzer with AirgunWeb.com. Thanks again for watching.